Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about some type of scenarios where I prefer Invisalign over braces for best and most efficient outcomes. And we did a couple other videos previously going more into sports and going more into music, so I'm not going to dig too much into those. But obviously one is going to be sports, any type of impact sports, ball sports, sports where you can take an elbow or a wrist or a hand to the face or a ball to the face, or you can fall on your face. I always prefer Invisalign. That's a definite yes. Any of these sports for sure would be a definite yes. You know, even ice skating, you know, you can definitely fall. I always will, you know, until you've been an orthodontist that has to go to the ER because the patient had trauma from football and there's wires going through their cheeks and maybe they don't have an OMFS or a GPR on staff, and you have to tell them what to do. Like, they're like, how do I get these things off? You really realize that it's scary. It's scary stuff. In terms of musical instruments, of course, the brass and the woodwind instruments are going to be way more comfortable if you have Invisalign. Obviously, string instruments, it doesn't matter because you're not using your face or your mouth. Crowns, bridges, implants, I always prefer Invisalign. It's just going to be way less of a hassle bonding to things. Open bites, any type of open bites, I always prefer Invisalign because I actually get better outcomes with Invisalign than I do with braces. Braces naturally open the bite. Invisalign naturally can help to close the bite. So it's just having the plastic over the back teeth can cause some intrusion, which can help to close bites. So for open bites, I prefer Invisalign. Also, uprighting molars if they are erupted, and assuming you have wisdom teeth out and you have space, I find this quite easy. I mean, it's easy either way, but I enjoy doing it more in Invisalign than I do in braces. If they're impacted, you know, I'll definitely do an opposite video eventually of this. If they're impacted and you have to do exposure, well, then I'm going to prefer braces. And lastly, long faces, steep mandibular plane angles, vertical issues, long things. I prefer Invisalign. Again, in nature, I find it helps to close bites. Find it intrusive on molars in nature, and I think we get better outcomes. For short faces, I mean, you can still get a good outcome with Invisalign if you use their bite tabs and other features and level the curve of SPE. But for long faces, 100% I prefer Invisalign. So for these six particular scenarios, I do think you get better outcomes and quicker with Invisalign or aligners. But Invisalign has more features, so I'm using it as a category because not all aligner companies have all the bling that Invisalign does. All right, thanks so much.